Don't blink, it's your blank. Welcome to another show. If you're doing well on this 17 October 2024, we're waiting for the Hunter's Moon of the night. And we're going to do a lot of movies review because we watched two movies. We did Uprising. Now we're about to see Bullet Train. Now, I'll be completely honest. Bullet Train, I've heard, and that's my fault. That is my fault. So, okay. I'm going to get my food because I'm about to eat. Holy shit, we have the moon, guys. We have the moon. Because I'm going to do this, and we're going to do it quick. That way we get the moon, because tonight's special moon is the Hunter Moon. So, Bullet Train, and that's my fault. I always heard people talking about how good it was, and it's fantastic. I saw the trailer, and I was like, don't really care about it. No, why is that my fault? Is because you kind of saw it with the evolution of the event. You kind of saw it with the way I was versus the way I am today. Now, if I completely change, no. Am I still the same fucking guy? Absolutely. But that same fucking guy was able to rewatch show 10, 20 times. I watched Trailer Park Boys at least 15 times. There's 462 30 minutes episode of Trailer Park Boys. And I watched them multiple times for the podcast. And I watch Kenny vs. Penny so often. And thanks to content creation, I'm in a position where I kind of want to hear, I kind of want to discover more. But back then, when Bullet Train was popular, I didn't really care, and everybody told me, yo, this is a good movie. And then I finally got around to watch it. I gotta say, to me, Bullet Train is almost a perfect movie. So you got a really cool cast of characters. The twins, the little girl, the white death, the guy who's protecting his son, the Hornet, and it's really cool because you get an introduction. You kind of call a good introduction for it. There's a part of the movie that is a bit too much. For example, they're gonna take 10 minutes to present the wolf. So you get the introduction for 10 minutes for the wolf, and then he ends up being on the train, and the wolf, surprise, lasts a grand total of 4 minutes. So the intro is longer than the time he lasts, right? Now Brad Pitt does a fantastic job. Gotta say the twins are way better. The twins are way better. They're the star of the show. So Bullet Train tells the story of, it's weird because you don't really know what is the story. It's like, oh, it's weird. It's a weird story. You realize that the story of Bullet Train is, and that's like a very nice analogy, if I must say. So the story of Bullet Train doesn't really matter because the Bullet Train is the fastest train alive, and the story goes so fast. The movie is 2 hours, and it felt like an hour, which is a great thing. The characters in themselves, they shine. For example, we got the characters of Hornet, which is kind of the bad guy of the whole movie. But then she doesn't really have importance. We know that the event before the Bullet Train movie happened, she did a lot, but when the Bullet Train is there, it's not that much, which is fine. But at the same time, you wanted more from her. You got the Brad Pitt character. Brad Pitt was a kind of like an old dude. He's a retired. He thinks that the world is against him. Thinks that he's unlucky, but he ends up being very lucky. And it's the same thing as Perception. You got the daughter of the White Death, who's a bad guy. You realize that she's going to destroy the world just to get the revenge because the father never gave her attention. She has daddy issues. And when she finally had the chance, she doesn't take it. The twins who are obsessed with Tom the Tanks, that I didn't watch, was too old for that. But then you realize that because they watch that movie so often, they were able to discover who was the bad guy, who was a nice guy, and it kind of works. And you're like, does it matter how they got there? As long as it works, it doesn't. The movie in itself is kind of nice because you're never too sure of what happened. You're going from scene to scene. You're like, okay, well, this was fast. And like I said, the movie in itself, the pace is really cool. It's constant action. And I gotta say, it's a really, really good movie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Did a little finger to this guy.